So many of you guys in the comment section have been requesting me to make a base for 1 to 3 players that cost around 25k stone. And in my opinion, bases that cost around 25k stone are typically the harder ones to create. But I managed to do it, and here's the foundation plan I'll be using. With this foundation plan, I managed to create a base that cost about 24.5k stone. And because the foundation plan is genuinely strong, it'll take 3 to 4 walls to get to the center tool cupboard, which means getting cupboard access will take about 12 to 16 rockets or 6 to 8 C4, which is pretty incredible, especially since this base takes only about 10 minutes to farm up with a duo. Anyways guys, enough rambling, here's the base. Hey, how's it going everybody? Taco from Taco Tuesday here, and today I'm bringing you another base build. Here's our first airlock, 3 sleeping bags and a locker, that way we can spawn in here quickly and gear up as soon as possible. Which is super helpful because if somebody does kill you through door camping, you can open up both doors to the airlock and kill whoever's outside. To the left of the bags we have our main tool cupboard, no stock cupboards in this base, although you can include them if you want. In this half of the first floor, this is basically just your starter portion of the base. And these 4 chests right here are just some extra chests. You can do whatever you want with them, it's just completely up to you. Behind these large boxes, I decided to include a secret chest. That way I can store anything I want in here that has a significant value. Here's our first floor furnace room, which was used in the startup of the base build, 2 campfires, 4 furnaces, alongside of 2 small boxes to store unsmelted metal and wood. To get to our ladder, you can either just jump on top of the box or jump onto the lantern to get to the ladder. Up here is just a little extra room. You can put beds in here if you really want to, or you can just leave it empty and put boxes there. Personally, I think a like beg sign works just fine. Here's our third floor, which is of course going to be our shooting port floor, and here's a few hemp plants which can be used to craft bandages. Starting off with our third floor defenses, we have window ports, which allows us to get a lot of shooting angles. I like jumping into the windowsill, that way I get as much of a view as possible. The typical doorway port, which has a sign that protects your head when shooting vertically. You can also crouch while using this, but you'll be a little more vulnerable. And lastly, we have a little peek hole using the barricades, which gives us a complete vertical angle for anybody camping our walls or our door. Along with this vertical angle, you have this distant angle, which kind of reminds me of Rambo. I don't know why. Lastly, we have a fireman chute, which allows us to get outside as quickly as possible. There will be auto turns defending this, so don't worry too much about somebody camping you. Here's our fourth floor, which is going to be our loot room. This time we've got a very open loot room, which I like a lot. Starting off, 3 furnaces right here, and 3 furnaces over here. Notice how movement on this floor is very fluid. Over here are 3 bags, although you can fit more bags as you please. For the chesting situation on this floor, I decided to put 4 chests on each wall, so 4 chests right here, and 4 chests right over here. You don't have to have any organization for these chests, but in these chests right here, I highly recommend that you put things like stone, wood, unsmelted resources or smelted resources, and of course explosives. The reason for this is because I find it really nice to have access to all your resources anywhere in the loot room, because it kind of gets annoying when you're digging through all your chests when you're unorganized, so I recommend at least doing that. Once again, here's our fireman chute. What I find most pleasing about this loot room is how efficiently you can move around, such as getting out of the base in a matter of seconds. On top of that efficiency, you can quickly get on top of your roof as shown. It's a nice and open roof, which is what I like a lot. Here's a selection of a few of my favorite shooting angles on this roof. And the last thing I'm going to be showing you is you can jump on top of your water barrel and get on top of the riveting system. From there you can access the spotlight, which can be super helpful. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for the base tour, so let's show you how to build it. Start your base off by placing 2 foundations like so, upgrade them to stone, and then place a doorway on one of the longer sides. From there, just wall everything off. For your roofing, place a ceiling not above your doorway, upgrade it to stone, and then place one above your doorway and upgrade it to wood. You have to have it wood, that way we can hatchet it down later when we need to. Then place a wood door in a normal lock, and then set up your interior to however you like. Then we just play the waiting game for metal. One thing though, if you are going to be including the dump chest, you actually have to include those now, otherwise you'll have to hatch it down a stone wall or pick it down or whatever, and that would kinda suck. So make sure you include these if you do want to have the dump chest, if not, that's okay. Once you're a little bit situated and you have a little bit of metal, replace the wood door and normal lock with a sheet metal door and a code lock. Then right in front of your front door, place a square foundation. To the right of this newly placed square foundation, place a triangle one, and then just wall everything off like so. Once you have everything placed, upgrade everything to stone. Then place your sheet metal doors in the appropriate areas. What you should have so far is something that looks like this. It might look a little weird now, but it'll all come together in a few. Then upgrade all your foundations to sheet metal. We use sheet metal because it's harder to pick and it takes longer to decay. Then just open up your front door, place a triangle foundation, upgrade it to sheet metal, and then place 2 more triangle foundations to the left of that. Then remove the center triangle and upgrade the side triangle to sheet metal. Now attach a triangle to the square over there, and then place 3 triangles like so. Remove the middle one and upgrade the 2 side ones to sheet metal. Do this for the remaining sides. From a bird's eye view, this is what you should have. Now begin chopping down your cupboard. We're going to be moving it to its official location. For placing down your cupboard, make sure you place down a roof first, otherwise you'll have somebody boosting up and stealing your cupboard. Then place your cupboard, and then you should be good to go. From there, properly set up your first floor. Then right above your sleeping bags, place a sheet metal floor, and then go hatchet down that old wood flooring that I told you to leave wood. This should only take a few minutes. Then hop up to your second floor using your boxes and upgrade all your flooring to sheet metal. Head over to the double layer location and build it up as if it was a 2x2. Then build all your outer perimeter walls up to the second floor and place your sheet metal flooring and ladder hatch. Make sure you do this first before you bring up the interior 2x2 walls, otherwise you won't be able to place your flooring. Now that you have your ladder hatch in, go up to your third floor and then place the remaining sheet metal floorings that you need to place. That way we get a secluded 2x2. Once you're done with that, begin working on the rest of your honeycombing. Bring it up to the second floor. Now that you have your honeycomb in, place in your sheet metal floorings. Then start placing in your doorways and window frames. This is pretty easy, so I'm going to speed this up. If you need any extra help, there will be a Fortify in the description to help you. Now fill in all the doors and embrasures. Now for the barricade trick, place a triangle flooring like so, and to place the stone barricades like so. Then place your cell gates and make sure the opening is not on the side of the stone barricade. Open up your gates and remove this triangle flooring. Now all you gotta do is just do it for the other side. Now we're going to make our fireman chute. What you're going to do is you're going to come over here and place your cell gates in like you did with the barricade port. Then you're going to lean over the edge and place a triangle floor on the floor below. Then place 2 walls on top. We'll do more with the fireman chute later in the build. Now just do your sheet metal flooring, which is pretty simple. Now for your outer perimeter walling for the side with the fireman chute, you're going to place 2 walls isolating this triangle like so, and then you're just going to fill in your walls like normal. Then in the triangle that I told you to isolate, place 3 furnaces as tightly close together as possible, that way we can fit our doorway. Now in each one of these indents, you're going to place a large box, a low wall, and then you're going to place another large box on top. Upgrade the low wall to whatever you want. Now in the center of your 2x2, place a pair of salvage shelves. Of course, make sure the salvage shelf is far enough away from the walls, that way you can run around it, and then just place in the 4 boxes on the shelves. From there, place sets of ladders right next to your fireman chute. This way we can get on top of our roof. Now just fill in your sheet metal flooring. Once you're on your roof, to the right of the ladders you're going to place a low wall. And to the right of the low wall you're going to place a wall frame. Upgrade the low wall to sheet metal or stone depending on what you find more appealing, and then place a water barrel. Next, upgrade your wall frame and fill it in with a metal shop front. And like usual, same thing on the other side. For your peak holes, place a triangle right there and do not upgrade it to stone. Then place 2 sandbag barricades to cover it up to make the hole smaller. Then you can remove the triangle. For the little roofing system, all you gotta do is place 4 wall frames. Upgrade them to sheet metal or stone, it doesn't really matter. From there, just place the 4 floor tiles right above them. All there's left to do is just cover up your fireman chute. So what you gotta do is you gotta place a triangle foundation right there, upgrade it to sheet metal, and then place a wall frame and fill it in with a cell gate. You can use an auto turn if you'd like, but it really doesn't matter. So anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and peace.